Hello everyone, let's start solving today's Leetcode daily challenge question. So the question is first completely painted row or column. You are given an zero indexed integer array ARR and an m cross n integer matrix mat. Okay, and ARR and mat both contain all the integers in the range of 1 comma m into n. Go through each index I and in ARR starting from index 0 and print the cell in mat containing the integer ARR I. Okay, and we have to return the smallest index I at which either a row or column will be completely painted in mat. So if you see this example, this is ARR and this is our mat. Okay, so for one, this is our matrix. So for this one number, this cell is painted. Next is 3, 3 is painted. 4, 4 is painted. Now you can see which row or column is painted. Okay, so here you can see the moves are shown in order and both the first row and second column of the matrix become fully painted at ARR 2. Okay, at error 2, so at 0 1 2 at this position after for this 4 you painted this, then this becomes one, there will be one row and one column is painted. So if you see this example, first error of 0 is 2, this is painted. Now 8, this cell is paint, we'll do painting in this cell. For 7, this one. For 4, this middle one. So for 4 we will get, like after doing the painting for the fourth cell, we will get one column which is fully painted. So 4 is at which index? 3. So we have to return this index 3. So after which element, okay, after which index element, this there exists one row or column which is fully painted, that uh, fully painted, we have to return that index. Okay, so how we will solve this question is, we can make use of two arrays. Okay, two array. One is, you can say, row count and another is column count. So this will be size, this the size of this will be our row size and column size. Okay, so if we have three rows, then the size will be 3 and 3 columns. Okay, and every time when we paint any cell, that time we will increment that row count. Okay, for let's say for this we have incremented, which we will increment one row count. Okay, because here for this, for 8 and that index, so here it will be, let's say, 0 0 0. Okay, so we have three rows and we have columns also 0 0 0. And let's say this is, we first filled which 2, 2 is in which column? Second column. And which row? First row. So first row and second column. Okay, now 8, 8 is in which column? Third column and first row. Third column and first row. Now it is 7, 7 is in third row and second column. And 4 is in which? It is in second column and second row. So second column and second row. So we will check after each, like you can say, operation. Okay, we are doing the painting, so consider this as one operation. We will check if my that number is my length. Let's say column, for column we will check what? Column length. For row we will check row length. Here you can see I got my column length, so you can say this, that means second column is fully filled, so you can return this index. Okay, you can return this index means which index you will return for this ARR? 4, that means 3. Okay, you got. So how we will know? Like we have to store first, then which row it belongs, which column it belongs, right? So for that we will make use of map, where we will write value and our, okay, here we will, what he will, here we will store that value and its position. So for two value, what will be the position? Here it will be 0th row and first column, 0 and 1. Okay, so we will write that. And here for 0 index, anyway here I'm saying 1 2 3, but the index will be 0, right? So for 2 it will be 0 row and first column. So here we'll increment 1 and first column means this. Okay, so let's start coding. First, let's say int n, or row length is equal to mat dot length, int column length is equal to mat of 0 dot length, and we need one row count, new int, it will be of length row length, and int column count, new int column length. Okay, now we have to fill we want a map also, right? Here it will be integer comma int this. Okay, now map is equal to new, you can use hash map. Okay, now we will traverse through our matrix. Int I is equal to 0, I less than row length, I plus plus, for int j is equal to 0, j less than column length, j plus plus. Okay, and here we will do what? Here we want int our value. Okay, what is the value? Mat of I and j, and then we have to insert on this map, right? So we'll create one index array, new int of size 2, and what will be the first, it 0, we will write its column row, that means I, and index. For your better understanding I'm writing like this, otherwise we can directly initialize while putting. Okay, into the map dot put that val comma and x. Okay, so now we built our map. Now we have to traverse our initial array, here dot length I plus plus, and here, okay, here this value. So our value will be this two. So let's say int val is equal to error of I. Now we want positions, right? So in position is equal to what? Map dot get that val. Now we want in that, what is row? Position of 0 is my row. Here you can see this 0 is my row, and what is my column? Is position of 1. Okay, now what we are going to do? Row count of row plus plus, column count of column plus plus, and we are going to check if my row count of that row is equal to row length, or my column count of that column is equal to column length. That means something, either the row or that column is completely filled. What we have to return? We have to return this I, index of this array, at which index our either row or column is filled. Here you can see, return the smallest index I at which either row or column will be completely painted. Okay, and at the end, if nothing we get, we have to return -1. Okay, let's run this code. Yeah, I can say accepted if I submit. Okay, let's check what's wrong. Use test case. Here first what we did is row count with row length and column count with column length. And here we are, let's print our map once. Print a length map. Just tell me this. Let's check what's wrong here in this case. Hmm. For one, what is the test case? This, right? For one, two, three, four, 5, and 6. When we go in one, our position of 0, once column, row, and position of 1, plus we will write our value. And we can check row count of row and column count of column. Okay, so first is position is 1, and position of 1 is 0 value. For value 1, if you see this example, for value 1, what is position? First row, no, this is 1 0, that means second row and first column. And okay, now here we are writing row count of that row. Let's do one thing. 4 3 5 1 2 6. Okay, so this is our matrix. And here this row and row length, we are writing it correctly, right? 0 and 1. J J. Okay, let's check here. Oh, one thing. Okay, row count of row. Okay, in this case it was 3, but for this case, see, this is our row. Okay, so for this row to get filled, what will be the length? It will be column length, right? Not the row length. So we just by mistakenly, mm, it's a row length, and just comment this thing. Let's now run. Yeah, accepted. Let's submit this. So in this way, one mistake we were doing is just checking this row length. Okay, there are so many printout statements. Yeah, we were doing here one here we were doing the wrong thing here. You can see our solution got accepted. So here we have to check the column length with the row count, because for that row, how many cells will be there? Number of column length. Okay, column length. Okay, whatever the example now seen, it was the same 3. That is why we got maybe confused while writing, but it is column length and row length. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Stay updated.